Hello student, good morning. Myself Dr. Poonam Dugje. Today we will discuss about cell cycle and cell division. Here the topic is mitosis. So see mitosis. What is mean by mitosis? Here the mitosis is a Greek word. Mito means thread, a reference to the thread-like appearance of chromosomes in the early cell division. In the multicellular animals, there are the two types of cells are present. So first cell is the somatic cells and the germ cells. In somatic cells, it takes place mitosis. Here the mitosis are responsible for the formation of different part of the body, and the germ cells, that is the meiosis, forms the gametes, that is the male gamete is sperms and the female gamete are ova. So mitosis is a Greek word. Mito means thread and reference to the thread-like appearance of chromosomes in the early cell division. So the mitosis or somatic cell division in the multicellular of the somatic cells into daughter cells. In the somatic cells, here the into daughter cells. And mitotic cycles is divided into the series, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. And the period between two mitotic cycles is called the interphase. So here cycle divided into prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, or the space or the period between two mitotic cycles is called interphase. Got it? So some mitotic part, at the time of mitosis nucleus become completely reorganized. So the mitotic cycles is divided into series. Okay, got that is the that series is prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and the telophase. Sorry. So mitosis involve a series complex changes in both the nucleus and the cytoplasm. So the division of nucleus is called as karyokinesis. The division between nucleus is called as karyokinesis, and the division between cytoplasm called the cytokinesis. Here the two concepts, got it? Cytokinesis and karyokinesis. Karyokinesis, that is the nucleus division, and the cytoplasm division, that is the, yes, that is the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis and karyokinesis. Karyo means nucleus, cytokinesis means cytoplasm division. So see first interphase. Here the interphase is the resting phase. The period between two mitotic cycles is known as the resting phase, or the interphase is the resting phase. Got it? The period between two mitotic cycles. So here the interphase is further divided into three phases: G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. G1 phase means the growth phase. Here the post mitotic gap phase. G1 phase is the post mitotic gap phase. Is a G1 or the growth phase. See in this diagram, G1 is the major part in this cycle is the post mitotic gap phase, or here the growth phase. Then second, uh, orange or yellow coloring, synthesis phase. Synthesis, that is the DNA synthesis phase is the S of phase. Here the DNA synthesis. Then G2 phase, green in color, pre-mitotic gap phase is the pre-mitotic gap phase. Here the growth and the preparation for the mitosis. Here the takes place growth and the preparation for mitosis. Then blue in color, here see in this diagram, M phase. M phase, that is the mitosis, that is the cell division. That means the prophase, uh, sorry, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. That is the mitosis or the cell division. Here the why it's called as resting phase. Here the large phase, or it is the period of intense biosynthesis activities. Cells, however, spend most of their lifespan in the interphase. Cells, however, spend most of their lifespan in the interphase. And three important processes which takes are preparatory to cell division takes place during the interphase. That is the most important part in this phase is the replication of DNA takes place. Here the replication of DNA takes place and also synthesis of basic nuclear proteins, the histone. Or the second one is the centrioles divides forming a pair of new centrioles which are right angle to each other. And third one is the during interphase. Here the energy rich compound are synthesized and they provide energy for mitosis. Here. So the protein which are found in the spindle are also synthesized at the end of the interphase. So here main function in the G1 phase, it is called as the post mitotic gap phase, that is which takes place at the end of the cell division. When cell division stop, there start the G1 phase. Interphase means the periods between two mitotic cycle, or here mitotic cycle first part is the G1 phase. So G1 phase is the post mitotic gap phase which takes place at the end of the cell division, and in this phase there is no DNA synthesis, however RNA and protein are synthesized. Here G1 phase there is no DNA synthesis. And second one is the AS phase. Here the AS phase, that is the DNA synthesis phase, is a synthesis phase in which DNA is synthesized and is double. Then G2 phase is the pre-mitotic gap phase, here the in which synthesis of RNA and protein continue but DNA synthesis stop. Here the C in which synthesis of RNA and the protein continue but DNA synthesis stop. It is the interval between the end of DNA synthesis and start of mitosis. Got it? It interval between end of the DNA synthesis and start of the mitosis. So the cell in the G2, the cell which do not divide frequently have a longer G1 phase, while frequently divided cells have a shorter phase. So various stimuli can terminate in G1 phase and cell division then start. So as the cell enters the S shape and synthesizes DNA and usually commits itself to the division. So during interphase, chromosomes are duplicate. Got it? Here interphase, here main function is the chromosomes are duplicate. During the interphase, the chromosomes are duplicated. Here the longest phase interphase is the longest part is the G1 phase, is the resting or the post mitotic gap phase. Then synthesis S phase is the synthesized phase. Then G2 phase is the pre-mitotic gap phase and M phase is the mitotic phase. What is so here interphase is the period between two mitotic cycle. To start mitotic cycle, got it? Here G1, S and G2 phase is here the interphase. So C M phase. M phase, that is the mitotic phase. So first mitotic phase is the prophase. Prophase is the longest stage of the mitosis. Prophase is the longest stage of the mitosis. Here the cell becomes spherical and there is increase in viscosity and refractivity. Prophase is the chromosome appear condensed and the nuclear envelope is not appear. Here the chromosomes appear condensed and the nuclear envelope is not appear. So here see in this diagram, aster centrioles, brown in color, upper part, see here centrioles, uh, then centrioles, asters, then chromosomes or nuclear membrane. Sorry, here the only nucleus are present. Then Spindle fibers. See in this diagram, spindle fibers at the upper part at the spindle fibers. So it is the longest stage of the mitosis and lasts from 1 to several hours. So during the prophase, the cell becomes spherical and there is increase in viscosity and refractivity. The nucleus shows enlargement due to the intake of water. See in this diagram, nucleus shows enlargement due to intake of water. The chromosome starts to condense by the process of folding of the chromatin fibers. So the prophase chromosomes is composed of two coiled chromatids which are a result of replication of DNA during S phase. So chromatids coiled, so the chromatids are unit by a centromeres and is called as diet. So the as prophase progress, the chromatids become shorter and thicker and chromosomes are evenly distributed in the nuclear cavity. So see in this diagram here the chromatids or the chromosomes here condensed in form. So then they migrate towards the nuclear envelope, leaving the central clear empty space. Then at this time each chromosome is composed of two cylindrical parallel elements and they shows primary and secondary constitutions. So other changes are the reduction in size of the nuclei and their disintegration within the nucleoplasm. So at the end of the prophase, the nuclear envelope is rapidly fragmented and disappear, releasing nuclear material into the cytoplasm. So here in the prophase, late prophase, see the nuclear envelope is rapidly fragmented. Nuclear envelope here the rapidly fragmented and disappear, releasing nuclear material into the cytoplasm. Okay, nuclear envelope is destroy or the fragmented is breakdown or the fragmented and disappear releasing nuclear material into the cytoplasm. So the see pro-metaphase here the pro-metaphase transition between prophase and metaphase is called the pro-metaphase. Sometimes transition between prophase and metaphase is called prometaphase and this is the short period in which the nuclear envelope disintegrate and the chromosomes are in appear disorder. There is no differentiation between cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. Such mitosis is called extranuclear mitosis. Here the such mitosis is called extranuclear mitosis. So second phase is the metaphase. Here the metaphase chromosome reach the central or equatorial portion of the spindle. See in this diagram, spindle fibers or the metaphase plates, the completely central part, got it, or the central parts. Here centrioles here uh, uh, almost 180 degrees Celsius form to 180 degree spindle fibers or centrioles or the central part is the metaphase plate. Here the metaphase thick coiled chromosomes are lined up in the center of the cell on the metaphase plate. So spindle fibers are attached to the chromosomes. So those fibers they become readily oriented in the equatorial plates to form the equatorial plates or the metaphase plates. Those fibers of the spindle that connect to the chromosome are generally called the chromosomal fiber and those that extend without interruption from one pole to the other called continuously fiber. Here the centrioles lie on the equator of the spindle and usually the arms of the chromosome lie on the equator of the spindle. So occasionally only the centromeres lie on the equatorial plane and the arms are directly towards the pole. See here in this diagram. Here the chromosomal arms are directly towards the pole, upper pole and lower pole. Here, for example, here the eggs, here two poles, animal pole and vegetal pole. So see in this diagram, here completely its arm direct towards the poles, upper and lower two poles. So the metaphase. Mitosis in which the spindle has a central and the aster called the astral and is found in animal cells and some lower plants. If aster are present, it's known as the astral or amphiastral and is found in animal and some lower plants. If in mitosis in which centrioles and the astrals are absent is called as unastral and is found in higher plant. It not found in animal unastral part of the unastral metaphase. So thus the centrioles and astrals are not indispensable to the formation of the spindle and in the certain ways the formation of spindle in astral mitosis is a mechanism that leads to the distribution of centrioles between the two daughter cells. So the spindles are of two types, direct and indirect spindle. So in the direct type of the chromosome fibers connect the chromosome directly with the pole. In the indirect type of the chromosome are the connect with the continue fiber. Here the two type of chromosomal fibers. Here the two type of spindles. See in this diagram spindle fibers. Here the two type of spindle fibers. One is the direct and another is the indirect. In the direct type of direct type of spindles, here the chromosome fibers connect the chromosome directly with the pole. Connect the chromosome directly with the pole. And in the indirect type, the chromosomes are connected with the continue fiber. Indirect chromosomes are connected with the continuously fibers is the indirect type. Got it? Is the two concept are astral or unastral or the direct connection of spindle fiber and indirect connection of the spindle fibers. So next one is the anaphase. Sorry, anaphase. Here the anaphase, the centromeres of the chromosome arranged on equatorial plate divides simultaneously as anaphase commences and two chromatids of each pair separated. So they are now called daughter chromosomes. Here the daughter chromosomes or the sister chromatids separate and the now daughter chromosomes moves to the opposite pole of the cell. Here the two poles its dot moves to the opposite pole of the cell. Here the anaphase begins when the duplication of centromeres of each pair of sister chromatids separated and the now daughter chromosomes being moved towards the opposite pole of the cell due to the action of the spindle. Got it? Uh, the centromeres moves apart and the chromatids also start moving towards the pole and the force behind the chromosomes movement are not yet known. It's scope for your research. It is suggested that the chromosomes are pulled by chromosomal fiber of the spindles. The chromosomes assume the shape of the V when equal arms. When here the equal arms, they assume the shape of V with equal arms. If it is metacentric or with the unequal arms. Here the two type equal arms. When equal arms, it is the metacentric. Here the equal arms. Or when it's unequal arm, it is the submetacentric. During the anaphase, the microtubules of chromosomal spindles shorten one third to one fifth of the original length. Here the spindles are shortened. So simultaneously, the microtubules of the continuous fibers increase in length, and some of these stretched spindle fiber constitute the enterzonal fibers. Got it? Here's the two concept: equal arms. When it equal arms, the submetacentric, and when unequal arms, is the metacentric during the anaphase. So last one is the telophase. Telo means the end of this cycle. It's a telo. Telo is a Greek word. Telo means end. Phase means the phase. Last phase or the end phase is the telophase. So the end of the polar migration of daughter chromosomes marks begins to telophase. The chromosomes start to fold and become less and the less condensed. Thus, the telophase is a reverse prophase. So, see in these diagrams, the chromosomes are at the pole. Okay, chromosomes are at the poles and are becoming more diffuse. So, the nuclear envelope is reforming and the cytoplasm may be dividing. So, the chromosomes assemble in sets at the two poles. So the chromosomes begin to uncoil and eventually assume the extended state. So the characteristics of the interphase. So the nuclear envelope reforms and around each chromosome set the spindle disappear. So see in this diagram here the spindle fibers are disappear and then the nucleolus reform. Here the nucleolus reforming. So nuclear division by mitosis is complete at this point. Sorry. So the spindle fibers disappear. Then the chromosomes gather into the mass of chromatin that becomes surrounded by discontinuous segment of nuclear envelope made up by the endoplasmic reticulum. So see in this diagram here the envelope nuclear envelope is made up by uh, endoplasmic reticulum. Such segments fuse to make two complete nuclear envelope of the daughter nuclei. So the nuclei reappear at the constitutions called nucleolar organizers. In one pair of the chromosomes, each daughter cells get the same complete of nuclei at the same site as the parent cell. Got it? It's completely new formation or the middle new cells. So here another one concept is the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means the cytoplasm division, cytoplasmic division. Karyokinesis, that is the nucleus division. So here the cytoplasmic division. In this process called the cytokinesis, the cytoplasm divides and two identical daughter cells are formed, along with the unfolding of the chromosome and the formation of nuclear envelope, and here the cytokinesis occurs. It is the process in which cells divides into two daughter cells and it differs in plant and animal cells. Cytokinesis in the animal cells process by which uh, furrowing at the equatorial region. So see in this diagram in the animal cells process by the furrowing at the equatorial region. The furrow central and depended until the cell divides. The two cells may be equal in size or quite unequal. So in plant cells, there is the formation of the cell plates between two groups of the chromosomes. Are the cell plates grown from middle towards the periphery and finally join the cell wall. And these plates forms the membrane separated the two cells. And during cytokinesis, the cytoplasmic components are distributed, including the mitochondria and the Golgi complex. Here, in animal cells, the process by the furrowing at the equatorial region. So, equatorial region, and the furrow is accentuated and dependent until the cell divides. The two cells may be equal in size or quietly unequal, but generally is a equal in size. There are distributed chromosomes, equally distributed chromosomes, and two group of the chromosomes. Got it? Here, once again, revise all this cycle. First is the interphase. Interphase is the resting phase. Then, when mitotic cycle begin, prophase, then metaphase, anaphase, and end is the telophase. And the cytokinesis, here the cytoplasm dividing or the cell completely cell division, here the cytokinesis. And once again, the cell cycle start with the interphase. Got it? Is completely cell division or the cell cycle. Here, significance of mitosis. Here the significance. First main significance is the equal distribution of chromosomes. In the process of mitosis, the chromosomes are equally distributed in two daughter cells. Thus, constant number of chromosomes in all the cells of the body is maintained due to mitosis. And second one is the main significance is surface volume ratio. Surface volume, that is the mitosis also maintains surface volume ratio of the cell. As the cell increase in size, the available surface area in the relation to increase volume become less due to the mitosis. That is the in cell division, the cell become smaller in size and the surface volume ratio is restored because of the cell division. And third one is the nucleoplasmic index. Here the nucleoplasmic index, that is the cell cannot grow in size to large extent without distributing the ratio between the nucleus and cytoplasm. When its ratio maintained, then it's grown. So after the particular size has been reached at the cell divides to maintain the nucleoplasmic index, and thus growth takes place by an increase in number of cells rather than by increase in the size of the cells. Got it? It's also maintain nucleoplasmic index. Then repair, cell repairing. When the repair of the body takes place by addition of cell by mitosis, there is constant replacement of epidermal cell and the gut cell as well as the RBCs. The repair cells. There is a constant replacement of epidermal cells, then gut cells as well as RBC. Got it? It's most important significance of the mitosis. Equal distribution of chromosome, then surface volume ratio and nucleoplasmic index, and fourth one is the repair, cell repairing. Got it? So next lecture we will discuss about meiosis. So thank you.